I wanted to introduce you to the Blue Sky Suite at the Hyatt Place Hotel, London Heathrow, folks. As a Big Jet TV member, you get exclusive access up here. And they changed the furniture around as well. But anyway, more on that later. We have a Dreamliner on approach, I think, don't we, Jelly? No, Sichuan. Oh, is it? No, I thought there was a Sichuan Dreamliner, it looked like. Hold on a minute, let me just... Okay, and this out here, folks, is unfortunately not an access point for you folks. It was once the owner's putting green, believe it or not, which is quite interesting. And we, of course, at Big Jet TV have exclusive access. Thank you to the Hyatt Place Hotel, and of course to James, if you're watching. The old mucker. Right, okay. Sunset. Everything's looking good here. Let's just do a quick GP. Everything all right? Audio. So interesting. Dreamliner on approach. Interesting to see a couple of BA jets over there at T3. Sort of like a little bit odd. Let me take my backpack off my back. Take my backpack off my back. There you go, lad. Thank you very much. Something over the top. Right, if it was a C-17 from Stansted. Some great sunset shots. Look at this 350. Beautiful wing. Look at it. Oh, she's gracious. Great time to roll. On the Trents. Man, I tell you, I'm being honest here, I can't remember the last time I witnessed or anything such an aggressive reverse thruster action from an A350, because they don't bark like the Trent 8s or the Trent 9s even, or even the Trent 7s. Maybe it was it didn't seem that D-rated though, did it? Didn't seem sort of like half-assed effort on the reverses. Seemed to be quite aggressive there for a long time. Very nice indeed. Thank you, sir or madam, for entertaining the world with your beautiful engines. Hello everybody, and welcome to Big Jet TV, live from the Hyatt Place. Chilly up here, not gonna lie, it's a bit chilly up here. Stiff old breeze blowing, sort of sudden. It's almost in a funny sort of way. I don't know if it is. Beautiful, nice, clean-looking Cathay 350 parked up over there on remote. Nice and shiny. Yeah. So, right, okay, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is straight at me. DHL 767. Hey, Jilly, what's that story we were talking about yesterday that you very quickly deciphered when given the challenge? Hold on a minute. The A300 600. Yes, that's correct. Right, hold on a minute. Just got to get that. Oh, there we go. No, I know. But just mentioning the A300 600, that was a challenge, man. That was a challenge. And still with DHL as well. And I'll be honest with you, again, first time I'd heard of it. I'd heard of the A300, the A310, which was the easy son. Yeah, I was talking to Sam down in. He's going to be flying these. Big demand for A320 pilots at the moment with BA, by the sound of it. BA, ex-BA captain with on the 747s. Sam, he's down in the reception area at the moment, and he's switching to the A320 for command, which is straight into command, but from the Boeing to the Airbus. So he'll do it nice and easy, of course. Skills and all that sort of stuff. 320, whether it's the CEO or the NEO. Interestingly enough, not the 321. So I'm guessing, like we talked about the other day with the 777. 200 and the 300 in terms of the length of the aircraft and how it's possibly more susceptible to tail strike if you're coming straight off a 200 without the training, if you know what I mean, because it's so long at the back. But the thing goes up anyway. But you do see sometimes some very steep takeoffs with 777-300s. They look, I know it's a optical illusion, but it does sometimes look like there is a tail strike, but obviously it's not. But that's mainly when we're watching them sort of like head on at a downward angle, a bit like we do over at the hill. So how you doing, folks? Let me just get a charger on this. Oh, is it? Oh, okay, that's good, because I bought some foam from Amazon. Not foam as in like the microphone foam, you know. Yes. Yeah. Yes, it is. Not at this stage, no. Because that's Airbus related, isn't it? That's Airbus A400M related. So what did you think earlier, folks? Let's just, hold on a minute, let's just have a little look and see what we got coming in. Campbell here, running meat. Right, we've got a string of tiddlers basically. 321. So 321. She's the longer variant of that 320. And the Neo variant is very much in demand at the moment. Sort of direct competitor, really, with the 737 now, you would say. Hello from Chicago. My kind of town, Chicago is. Of course, this will be the last UK show for a week, folks. Off to Anchorage on Monday, arriving Tuesday around about midnight, Monday midnight, or whichever way you look at it, just after midnight Tuesday morning. Something big going out. What's that going out? It's probably a 319. No, it's the Royal Air Maroc 737, is it? Yeah, it is the CFM 56. No, that's the Max, mate. Well, I was wondering. It sounded quite. Well, that's quite growly. That was, wasn't it? I was just looking for a second because I actually picked that up when I was watching him taxi. Oh, that was very. That was a very powerful departure, man. If these winds, because they're crosswinds, that they're needing to give it a little bit more beans. It certainly sounded like it. Sounded sort of like a mini 777 almost. Replacement for the CFM 56. Hello. Oh, with your reverses, you tease us, Lingus 320. Getting on it like that. See the clamshell reverses there, folks. Watch them close. Blowing the air forward to slow the aeroplane down. Yeah, those craters, man. If I left it on that lock, it would move very, very quickly. Oh, mind that, not that quick. It's crazy. What a camera, man. What a camera. Stick it in your family album. Nice. Fantastic. Now it's their hub as well, it's their base, and it's BA's home base, isn't it? Yeah, well, but they got their own terminal here and all that kind of thing. It's like British Airways is Heathrow, isn't it, really? Although Virgin have really kind of got their own terminal-y sort of thing as well, haven't they? A nice big walk-through check-in area where you're greeted with that Virgin Atlantic smile. Of course it would, yeah. There we go. Britain's flagship airline, British Airways, their very own terminal there. They do share, of course, with Qantas and Iberia, and did I say Qantas? Qatar, my apologies. Qatar, Iberia. I think they've also got relations with Lufthansa, as well as many other. American also parks down at T5 every now and then, although they were, but now I do, however, see them more often at T3, which is quite interesting. Oh, we've got an approach. What's that? Just what's that? It's Emirates 200 freighter in the hub. This is an Emirates 300, did you say? It's their passenger jet, is it? Oh, Emirates? Etihad, you mean? Yeah, sorry. No, maybe I misheard you, Julie. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, maybe I didn't know. No, because I was looking at the Emirates 777-200 freighter over the other side. Yeah, so that's where it all... That was a lovely closure, wasn't it? Look at that. How cool was that? You saw the very clean sort of like extension of the undercarriage there. And speaking to John today as well after the show that we did with AirX up at Stansted. Thank you, Stansted, by the way. Thank you to all the volunteer engineers and staff who got involved in that show today, and glad to see that I think they've landed as well. When I was on my way up here, they were definitely on approach. I think they must have landed by now, Julie. Yeah. Also, great to know, as often happens on Big Jet TV, when we are tracking a specific aircraft or featuring a specific aircraft, we generally go to at least the top 3 searched or tracked aircraft on Flight Radar, which is and I'm guessing on Plane Finder as well. I'd have to check that, but most definitely very interesting to see John say that there were like 7,500 people watching it on Flight Radar, which is great. Someone's mum and dad is on this aircraft, yeah, did you say?
They don't need to sit down.
Oh, why not?
Where's what happened?
Here she comes now. Big carbon sliders. Clonk. They're GEs possibly. Gen X. Next generation engines. Carbon bladed turbofan. The head on this Settler sticks is just... Put the brakes on a little bit early there. I did say about Dad. Where you going, mate? Flaps coming up. See how we saw those close up today, how the winding mechanisms, big screws on each of those mechanisms. Yeah, pretty sure are they rollers or GE? Yeah, I think they're GEs. There's just no way of telling, really. No. Normally it's not on that part of the cowl. It's on the front cowl. But that's not the That's not the General Electric. It's too small, man. That's just a mark. That's Gen X. There we go. They are Gen X. General Electric. The man who arguably, wasn't it, started. Didn't he have a bust up with the fella who invented light and the phone or something like that? The electric light, I say, not invented light. He invented the electric light, electricity, or something like that. Was it? Yeah. I think it was General Electric that invented the light. I think, wasn't it? The light bulb, possibly, and have come on to be. I'm going to say along the lines of Rolls-Royce. You know, I mean, even Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce is predominantly, in terms of its history, is engines, whereas these guys, General Electric, I'm sure that they had some kind of bust up. Him and the fella who invented the. Or is that just Family Guy? Is that a Family Guy episode I saw or something like that? I can kind of see it now in a funny sort of way. Maybe it was just a cutaway or something. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, but what a fantastic engine, and we've been up close with those engines as well. On the funny enough, well, not funny, but ironically enough, on the 747-8 with when it was in the service of Cargo Logic Airlines. Okay, that's the Kenya Airways Dreamliner. Has he started his engines yet? Is he doing dual start? No, he's doing single engine start. Number one. Oh no, number two's coming on now. So yeah, dual electric start on those engines, folks. So no air compressor or anything like that. No air being delivered by the APU. All electric. Hence the very sort of quiet startup. You get a very sort of like almost vibrational hum when you're on board the aircraft. If you're near the wing, you feel it vibrating through the wing, and then it's very short. Bit of a whine there. Oh, that was it. Maybe it was Tesla, and it was Tesla, Edison. That was in Tesla and Edison. They had the bust up. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Well. I knew it was something like that. I'm sort of like out in probably everything in terms of dates or you know. Mind you, know Edison and no, back then Tesla was the guy who made that big, massive, great big. Crazy lightning thing, didn't he? Didn't Tesla do that? And he wanted to put them outside and make. And didn't he create one contact across the Atlantic with using? Yeah, not the fellow with the cars. The fellow with the cars. He's called it Tesla because I guess out of his respect for Tesla, I'd imagine. Anyway. But I'm sure he was the first person to send a signal from once. Yeah. And the fella, and then Marconi or whatever his name was. It Mark? No, that's the other fella, isn't it? Anyway, whatever. Elon Musk, Tesla. So yeah, big shout out to Sam downstairs. Working hard, and the other two pilots that I met, one in the elevator and one in reception. A very good evening to you, gentlemen. All on the Sims. I don't know if Sam's on the Sims. He must be on the Sims if he's here. So 747 X747 flew with the 747s for 2.5 years, and then flew with Air ATC alongside Carl Watt. Is Carl in the house? Come in, Carl. So he will know Sam. Carl going to the 787s or the 330s, one of the two, isn't it? Great to see lots of pilots being recruited, lots of jobs out there. I think British Airways are seriously gearing up for a busy summer season, folks. We've got to look on the bright side of life, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to look on the bright side of life. Yeah, Marconi was radio, of course he was. Bit tatty, the old engine cowls there. Not the they are definitely older engine cowls. You can see the clean red at the front, just aft of that aluminium leading edge, which is the engine nacelle, or the nacelle. No, sorry, English is nacelle, American is nacelle, I think. Saw that APU today as well, back of the Embraer, which, hey, it's probably half the size of your average big jet APU, auxiliary power unit. Oh, hello. What's wait a minute. Let me just. I'm going to come away from this. Sorry. Let me just see if I can grab that. Cause is that a live trail, or is that? It's a live trail, isn't it? Look at that. Blimey, that's miles away and all, look. It's a long way away, that thing, look. Even casting a shadow on the cloud below it. Wow. Sort of like in that sort of like mid layer where he's sort of like between the cirrus and the lower layer, and now he's going through it, casting that big shadow. Look at that. Wow. Yeah. Let me know when, actually, let me know when the 380 is sort of like north of me, if you like. Just check that one there, see if I can. Ironically enough, I think that's, is that an Embraer? Yeah, sort of heading south. Looks very Embraer-ish. Oh, hop. It is a hop E190, there we go. Yes. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, is it? Oh, nice, okay. BEA landing. I don't know. You just said so. Sorry. What I'm just going to do, folks, just 2 seconds. I'm going to get my gloves. Gloves on, sir. Thank you, sir. Right you are, sir. Straight. Big Zav. Welcome back, Big Zav. Sue E. Harry Rundle. Afternoon. General Electric incorporated all the assets and products of the Edison Electric General Electric Company in 1892. Okay. It was Edison who marketed the electric light bulb in 1878. Yeah, so I'm sort of like that's gone past, isn't it? Beyond that now. So I think we all know what the deal is with that. But an amazing company, General Electric. So let me just read that again, actually. Do you know all the assets? Interesting. So in 1892, what was Edison? What was Edison playing with in 1892 that made? Okay, so the General Electric themselves. So we're talking about two different corporations here. Obviously, Edison and General Electric. Were Edison General Electric? Was it known as Edison General Electric? And then General Electric bought out the Edison shares and then just called it General Electric. In other words, kicked him out. Is that what happened? And at what stage did they start messing with motors? Glad they did. Put it that way. So I don't know if they did. I think were they doing possibly doing early engines? You know, the radial type engine. Was there a General Electric? I think they sort of like came in the jet age, didn't they? In terms of their jet engines, was it? I mean, I know they do lots of other stuff as well, but I need to get to the bottom of this. A380. Oh, a 380 over edge. Okay, well, it's not that far away. No. It's not. I can just about. Oh, okay. Well, I could a couple of seconds ago. So, folks, you would have seen at the head of the show where I introduced you to the Blue Sky Suite, ladies and gentlemen. That room right there is accessible by all Big Jet TV members who stay at the hotel, and you get a discount. Actually, you don't get a discount. What you do is you get a really good, decent room rate, and not only that, but you get to stay in one of the rooms that's got the big, long 5-metre window in it. And trust me, I've had a lot of people come up to me and say, wow, I stayed there, great views from the, I think it's the 6th floor. Yeah, I mean, and also to be able to come up here and hang out in there, have a drink or whatever. Have your dinner in there. Who's that bloke over there then? What's that? Oi! Oh. Nice. Yeah, we like that. Look at that. Put some music to it, folks. Come on, stick with it, son, stick with it. There's a good one. Kind of missed one there, which is a bit of a shame. But I kind of like this, I'm going to leave it on this shot now. Because the gear's probably going to come down very shortly.
could be a manual approach from some way back. A pilot telling me the other day, no, we're not on auto there. Some of them I've heard them switch the autopilot off with sort of like less than a mile to go, that sort of thing, where they just take over manually. But a lot of the pilots, I guess it's an even mix maybe of some who prefer to fly it in manually from a long way out, you know, from when they're established. Here it comes. Now you see a little bit of movement there, and that's because of the winds. Those, when the gear comes down, they obviously create, oh, look at that one coming in behind, turbulent air, and therefore it mixes in the undercarriage, and that's why sometimes you feel, first of all, you definitely feel the aircraft slowing quite rapidly, sometimes without, wow, yeah, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, you, ah. Oh man, I thought that would have kind of sank there. It's, okay, let's just get the camera a little bit used to. He's behind me, is he? Or he's just turning on now, is he? Oh, there he is. I got him. I got him. Yeah. He's still some way. Here comes the turn now. No, still. Yes. Come on, mate. What's the matter with you, son? Have you had a bad day? Come on, mate, don't let me down. Everyone's watching you. There's a good lad. Just get the turn, get the turn. Here it comes now. Yeah! Now what I want to get is when she turns in from the right here. Stay on it, stay on it. It's the lights. That's what does it, sir. It's the lights that does it. We'll just get this Swiss. Nice little 320. Brake to vacate. He wants that exit. No. Yes. Go on, son. Ho ho ho! Auto braking, ladies and gentlemen. Something that I learnt quite recently, actually. A lot of this is auto braking. The pilot is literally keeping the aircraft in a straight line with his feet using the rudder, where the aircraft auto brakes to sometimes a preset off ramp or junction. Exit. Come on, let's get you. I'm just going to leave it there for a second. Have a little look round the corner here. No, she's not approached just yet. Beautiful sky. Still somewhere. I think she's got. Sorry, I think she's got somewhere. Yeah, she's just. Got to be careful because you don't want to suddenly appear and then you miss that shot. Just gonna keep an eye on it, folks. I hope you don't mind. Oh, I just don't. It's just as she turns, it's the lights. That's it. Don't worry. Don't worry. So he's probably turning over Windsor or something, like approaching over. He's gone quite some way out, hasn't he? Oh, here he comes now. He's quite low, man. Oh, he's too low for me to get him unless... Yeah, he's very low. Just about see him over the top there. So, it's the lights, mate. Gear's already down. Saw one a couple of weeks back, or whenever it was, probably only last week or something, where we had one turning gear, gear retracting, extending in the turn, which was interesting. So, each to their own. Certainly looks good. Love to. I think I've seen a few air displays where they sort of like they come past you on a slow run and then power up and bank left and retract the gear as they're powering up. Looks great. See all the doors closing in the. It's just a fantastic sight. Air shows, man. Air shows. Remember the good old days of the air shows, man. Lots of us do. So all that was he was just a long way out, which is the reason why he looked so low. It's a standard arrival. Remember the splitters, the vortex generators that we looked at today on those little CF34 engines with Airex. Well, as this one, just before she touches down, depends on the weather conditions, but you may see that vortex over the wing just as she's on final, sort of like within the final 100 feet, something like that. Doesn't happen all the time, but you might get a good example of it here because it's sort of like early evening. It's quite cold, so I'd imagine that there will be some vortex still hanging there. 500, still just disappearing now. Just such a slow approach. It's going to grease it. Watch this. Lots of British pilots with Emirates flying the 380s and the 777s. Approaching minimums. Watch for the vortex. Might happen, it might not. Go on, go. No. Yeah, there's a bit there. Look. Yeah. Go on. D80. Wow. Running all the way down there, isn't he? He must be light. Just less wear on the engines, innit? Sooner wear a set of brakes out than wear an engine out. So he's just very calmly he's probably gone brake to vacate on that exit there, I'd imagine, which is a nice, easy, calm turn off there. So everything's auto. Everything's done auto there. apart from him obviously applying the reversers. But the reversers will also be preset, I would imagine, in terms of how much power they need versus how much runway they've got and all that kind of stuff, which is pretty cool. Oh, I see. See the little things that look. See all the little things that all then I catch it. I see it and I think, look, oh, there's a tug at the front of that 767. Beady eyes. Yeah. Gotta watch out. You gotta watch out. Jabir Rafiq, welcome back. First class member Mark Barr. It amazes me how the 380 flies. Well, Mark, really, we've talked about this about a million billion times. We really have. It's the rules of dynamics. It's aerodynamics. The whole thing of the wing. You know, the wing with pressure, different pressure above and below the wing. You design the wing the right way, and you take into consideration all the aerodynamics. You will, once you have forward motion, you're kind of halfway there. So propulsion is an important factor, of course. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter how big the wing is. It just does not matter how big the wing is if the how big the aeroplane is. If the wing is proportionate and the amount of power to push it forward is there, you just got to design the right wing, and then it can be as big as you like, really. Oh, nice smoky touchdown, man. So he's got some D-rated thrust in there as well. Arc at the brakes. Listen to the brakes. So I'm guessing maybe up to a certain speed they're auto brake, and then they're up there, and then the pilot is given control. I don't know. Be interesting to find that out. Because right now he's braking that aircraft. Know exactly where they're going. Don't need any instructions. Well, they obviously do have instructions, but they know it like the back of their hand. So flaps are retracted real quick. See the mechanism inside the canoe that we saw earlier on. You can see that on that inboard flap mechanism there. The screw now operating that. Some of them for the obviously the speed brakes or the ground spoilers are hydraulically operated. Very quick. They come up very quick. On the 747, the leading edge slats are electrically operated. Get an interesting sort of size comparison now between the A350-1000 and the 777-300. I've got a A350 coming my way up. It doesn't look half as big as the 777-300, does it? I know it's sort of like only about 50 yards. Well, it's got to be more than that because of the wing. So if we allow sort of like 200 yards maybe from it, don't know, maybe that's why, but 777 just looks gnarlier, doesn't he? Beefier, angrier than the 350. 350 is very dandy, isn't he? Prince Charming, Prince Charming, Prince Charming, nothing to be scared of. No, ridicule, isn't it? Don't you ever, don't you ever. He's got his frilly winglets. Look. I challenge you to a duel. They line them up like that now. It's funny, isn't it? Very interesting. Snap. That's very interesting. That. It's going to be one of them optical illusions, isn't it? Radome. Remember the radome that we showed you earlier, folks? And the front of the Embraer, well, I mean, it's all relative. Just a bigger radome behind that nose. Radar, should I say? Weather radar. I think that's literally the only component that's behind the nose. I don't think there's any other. There isn't any. There doesn't need to be any. Just a very clean dish. Thanks, Doppler radar. Wait, lights are on. Blix flew the 380 to Bangkok before the pandemic. Such a smooth ride. Blix, I can't agree with you more. Flew the 380 with British Airways and very, very impressed. Yeah, I've got him. This is our last little retro jet, folks. Feel sorry for us. Yeah. Lovely looking thing, isn't it? Always like to see. The worst day will be when the radome gets broken or dented or something or damaged or goes US and or the hinge mechanism breaks or something like that and she ends up with like a white one or something like that. That'll ruin it. Oh no, mate, no. There she is. Got it. C-17, ladies and gentlemen, out of Bryce Norton. The Globemaster. Yeah. When she has a replacement engine cowl. She's flown quite a lot actually with, maybe they have, mind you, yeah, no, maybe they have. They would have had those, because the cowls are blue, aren't they? So they would have had those painted. Oh, American. Sam 67 hasn't pushed yet, is he? Pushing right now, I think. Is he pushing now? I don't know. No, that vehicle wouldn't be behind him if he was. Dora Gerber, no, we were told that she was going to be retired, but then she got a stay of execution, which we're all very happy about. But we even were at that point where it was like, oh, I wonder where she's going to go. Maybe, hopefully they'll take her up at Duxford. No, they can't wreck that. You know, BOAC, the BOAC Jumbo, you know it was bought for £1, don't you? Yeah, £1 new. And that's a sort of like legal requirement, isn't it? No less than £1. Or even sometimes I think it might be under the agreement it's no more than £1 as well, or something like that. There is some kind of... but I'll buy it for £1. Take her wings off and take her down to probably Brooklands, I'd imagine. Or could do Duxford. Depends on who wants it. Who's got the room. It's funny, isn't it? Some places might say, no, not interested, mate. Could happen, you know. But they've got a lovely outside static display with the VC10 along with the Trident, and so I think this would be a fitting memorial, although I know it is a modern jet, so to speak, but in the BEA livery. But there's a story behind it, isn't there? You know, the last remaining retro jet to fly. Oh, really? Parish, what route does BEA cover? A number of routes, Parish. All the sort of like short haul domestic stuff. Edinburgh and possibly Ireland as well. You know. It's all over. It goes all over, doesn't it? It goes all over, doesn't it? Hey. Uh, 09 is the compass heading, isn't it? 270 degrees and 090 degrees, isn't it? Or it's perpendicular. Yeah. Well, the runway numbers are compass points or headings, I think. Oh, that's Edwardine Moore asking that question. Sorry, Edwardine, I didn't realise. Yes, 27 operations. We are currently on 09 operations because we are facing the opposite direction, the compass direction. 090 degrees, is it? Or is it? I think it's 090 degrees, and then 270, the opposite direction. But it kind of doesn't make sense, does it? Someone's going to put me right on that, because you would have thought that 090 and they're completely the opposite. Magnetic headings. There we go. Oh, that's wind direction, isn't it? That's it's all down to wind direction as well, Edwardine. Obviously, there's an easterly wind blowing now. No, sorry, southwesterly wind blowing now, isn't it? Towards the aircraft. So aircraft will always land, well, primarily that's what they are kind of designed to do, although they can at times, they can, if you know, if they absolutely need to, they can land in a tailwind, but primarily it is a headwind that they want to fly into. Oh, Ben Brown saying that down at Newquay has said they're trying to secure it. Interesting. Terry Slater, BA took delivery of A350 Kilo. Whiskey Bravo Kilo is here. Right, thank you, Terry. We'll look out for her. Dave Morgan, TCC. The Yorkshire Wolf. It's just me that reminisces from flying on now defunct airlines, my first ever time. Oh, no, it's not just you, the Yorkshire Wolf, I can assure you. I think we all do. And I think a high percentage of us have flown on now defunct airlines. You know, you can name the greats, of course, you know, from back in the day. There's hundreds of them, literally, isn't there? For me, at Gatwick, it was like, you know, Laker Skytrain. Of course, you've got Monarch and all that kind of stuff from later on. But the very early days, British Caledonian, of course, you know. Sabina, that used to fly in with their caravels, I think they were. JF844, the love of transport, Thai Airways Boeing 777 inbound. Thank you, JF. Joy Rider saw a Concorde Dakota Caravel amongst others today at Toulouse. Oh, okay. Roy, by the sounds of it, has been to the Toulouse Museum, which is a great museum to visit. If you do go plane spotting, folks, at Toulouse, you've got to go to the museum. You've got to allow at least half a day for the museum, because it's a great museum to visit, and of course it's very close to the airport as well. If you've got a car, it obviously helps. You can get a cab there, but it is very, very close to the plane spotting location that we frequent. Tony Bruce, do the clocks go forward? No, clocks go forward on the 31st of March, don't they? Oh, in America they go forward tonight, and on the 27th of March here they go forward. Jabir Rafiq asking, where's T3? Well, good question, Jabir. T3 is right there. Well, actually, that is kind of T2. T3 is sort of behind that building over there, and it is dedicated to a number of airlines. Virgin Atlantic actually operate out of there. Kind of have their own sort of terminal, you know, that you walk into and you feel like, you know, you're with Virgin Atlantic. It's a dedicated... Oh, start up. Debash, I don't know if it's going to mess up the stream times, because it's only going to be an hour difference, isn't it? Mind you, they go forward, don't they? So they've got 2 hours until we go forward. No, it's only an hour. Yeah, it's only an hour. Yeah. So. Yeah, Dibashi's right on our time zone for Anchorage, though, isn't she? Or is she 10 hours? California, isn't she? Not liking that. Not liking it at all. Camera's having a bit of a struggle tonight, aren't you, mate? You a bit worn out? Poor thing. Yeah, why is that changed? Why is that changed? No, that's just that's the glove. That's the glove that's done that. That's the glove that's done that. It's yeah, blame the glove. So Anchorage next week, folks. Travelling Monday, arriving in Anchorage around about midnight. A recce day on Tuesday, but we might be testing out locations, which will be a short stream just to say hello, we're here, and look at what we're bringing you. We have 2 days of streaming. One day is gonna be, I think Wednesday's the free view, isn't it, Gilly? And Thursday is the all-member first class and super class member shows on Thursday. On Wednesday, member-only chat, but open to free view only because the guys at Ted Stevens have given us exclusive access to the roof of the terminal building, which is where the film crews frequent when they're shooting from that position for the Ice Airport Alaska series, which is on the Smithsonian Channel. Ice Airport Alaska. A lot of people have, and Amazon Prime, a lot of people have watched that. It's a really cool show, I've got to say, because I kind of like the technical side of things with it as well. And you know, they cover everything, including last one was I saw was with the ice clearing teams on the runway. Never has the ice defeated them. They've always managed to keep the runways open and operational. We're going to be hopefully seeing a bit of that going on. I would imagine we probably will, seeing as it's bleeding freezing out there. So looking forward to that next week, Wednesday and Thursday, Big Jet TV live from Anchorage. Says like 3:30. Oh, that's that Rwandair. Arc at it. Trent 7s. Big long spool up. Oh, she's growling and all, mate. She's growling. Yeah. Wow, amazing camera's picking that up from all that. I can hardly see it with my eyes. Fair play. Now it wants to play ball. Smoky old Trent 700s. What's that, GP? Look at this. Oh, blimey. Flipping heck. Intersected. Did he not? Wow, that was that's a lot of power in that takeoff. Wow. Yeah. Old Branson would be proud of that. Be floating around in the cabin, pretending it's in space. Only joking. It's not in space. It's a puppet. 48 billion quid to throw yourself around in the air. Anyway, hey, thank you. There are 4 FedEx MD-11s on radar at Anchorage. Get that, GP. the guys at the production company said, what are you excited to see? I said, well, to be honest with you, it's a difficult one really, because I know we're going to see a load of jumbos, but we're going to see a load of MD-11s and oddities, DC-6s, DC-3s, just the craziest stuff. Lockheed Electras, possibly. 747s. The Dreamlifter. I'm pretty sure we'll see the Dreamlifter at least once, won't we? At least once. Interesting to see. Is there? No. There's nothing happening. Is his? Look like his main deck cargo door is open. Pretty standard to. Got his wingtip lights ablaze. Jabir, any pushbacks from T3 Biman, Bangladesh? Now, I don't know. You tell me. Is there? Let's just have a little look. Got Kenyan over the other side there. Biman must be all the way around the other side, I imagine. But mind you, Biman Dreamliner, isn't it? Could he be? No, I don't think we've got anything, Jabir, at this point in time. That's an American triple on remote stand, which doesn't look like he's going anywhere at the moment, does it? Vas-y, avance. Easy, Rodney. Keep it cool. Keep it cool. Seeing Office Blue, I do love an MD-11. Oh, I'll be honest with you, given the option, I think pardon me, the DC-10, really. Yes, gotta say, given the choice, do like the MD-11. Of course, it's just the super stretched variant in it, but you've got to love the old DC-10. Jack Van Dix, Emirates BA in Singapore, the only 380 operators left the only 380 operators at the moment. Don't forget that we will be seeing Qantas return. There is talk of Etihad as well. Great to see Singapore still in there in the mix, and I hope that they continue to do so for many years to come. Oh. Is that 380 pushing back? No. Thought I heard a deep groaning engine start. Carrying on. It sounds like. Starlines, nice. Is this Lufty or something? TAP, okay. Got to be one of the biggest Neo operators, haven't they? Especially the A339 Neo jet. Got to be the most, the biggest operator of the A339. You'd be very unlucky. I think if you don't fly on one on a long haul from Portugal. I don't know, do they have any A330 CEOs remaining in their fleet? I think they've all gone, haven't they? I think they're almost all 339s. Oh, Sailor Mike, Everts Air Cargo MD-83 on radar at Anchorage. There we go. How about that? Interesting, Sailor Mike. You're mentioning Everts Air Cargo there. We're being told that Everts Air Cargo are finally giving up their DC-6s. Guess what for? MD-11s, we're hearing. Darren did mention DC-8s, but and that would of course be fantastic. But I don't know if there's enough DC-8s to go around really, unless they're grabbing them off someone else when they're switching up to something else. But obviously the MD-11 would be a good bet. But lots of aircraft on the market at the moment. I mean, surprisingly, I'll be honest with you, it's not like the 767 or maybe because there's probably a number of MD-11 freighters out there coming to the end of their line with maybe UPS or someone like that, and they're grabbing hold of a couple of them. Although UPS took the Lufthansa MD-11s as well, didn't they? Pretty sure. Oh, really? No, Gary and Rebecca, thank you so much. Tuning in from Stansted with the video of the C-17. Thank you so much. I think I met them. I think it was the young lady who wanted a selfie, was it? Maybe? I don't know. KLM A320 Neo Airbus. Traffic seems to be falling again here. Well, it is sort of like 6:35. You know, it's a lot of the big stuff's gone, and a lot of the big stuff will be on its way in from the US, from west. Good steady flow of traffic. Gotta love an airport, you know. Gotta love an airport. Yeah. Is this another Kenyan Dreamliner? Oh, it's a Thai triple. All right, sorry. Completely wrong with flipping it. Oh, okay. Oh, no, I was zooming in on the other one, wasn't I? Gotta love a Thai triple. Another sort of old school livery, really, in a funny sort of way. Colours stayed the same. Tail livery, tail designs kind of stayed the same. A bit like Singapore Airlines in a way, you know. Looks great. Kind of faded as well. I think they might have to have a word with the paint manufacturer who painted their aeroplanes, because it looks pretty shiny there, doesn't it? Maybe one of their newly painted jets. Very simple. Oh! Sounds like a 777, that does. Sounds like a 777. Oh, he's angry. He's angry. Gonna go rogue, innit? It's gonna go rogue. I bet it'll go rogue. It will, though, won't it? big heavy lad. Going to be a big test for the old camera, but mind you, like you say, Gilly, it's the same temperature as it was in Chicago, so, or even warmer. Yeah. So, and the only thing that let me down there was the head, wasn't it, on the sticks? It froze solid. So I do hope, and I'd imagine that it has been thoroughly tested in cold climatic conditions, this Seckler head, because it blooming well needs to be. We'll be giving feedback right after this. But right now, this head is just, oh my goodness me, it's finger touch. It's just finger touch. Absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Let go of it and it just, who's that going in on the right hand runway? 767 cargo jet. Yeah, you rotter, absolute rotter. Mind you, we'll hear it. We'll hear it. Listen for the reversers. You're gonna get it. Say it, baby. Right, listen out for it. She's down. Here we go. Go on, go. Make some noise. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, a little bit. A little bit. Flying on the 350 flying on the 350 with Virgin Atlantic on Monday. Early morning flight. Well, not crazy early, but early enough to lead for me to get up at stupid o'clock in the morning. So that'll be a daylight flight, wouldn't it? That would be all the way through the day, that flight. To New York, because I'm arriving in daylight in New York, aren't I? So I'll be chasing the sun. Or avec le soleil. Roy Vidler. Good stuff, Roy. Is that the one that came back? Oh! Oh, right, okay. Well, I'd imagine it is, isn't it? I did say it's on remote, didn't I? There it is. it's got to be a technical issue, isn't it? North Carolina. When did that happen then? Earlier today, or made it up as far as Scotland, yeah? Wow. Well, jest about it, Gilly, but that is one of the big things that they do have to pay, isn't it? The energy bill. Look at the amount of lights in London from building works. In fact, I think not all of them are cranes. I think a lot of them are tall buildings. Excuse me for my full mouth, folks. But for legal reasons, for helicopters. Gwen M. From dusk until dark. The dusk into the night, London Heathrow looks simply magical. It does. But then again, any airport does, doesn't it? If it's what's that? Wow. Real Fishing UK, Heathrow saved £180,000 a year when they changed runway and taxi lighting to LEDs. There we go. What a massive operation, man. What a massive operation, because you can't just go and take one out and plug this new one in unless they had some kind of adapter. Well, I'm guessing, yeah, it's only the bulb in it. I think that's an A220 in the yeah, it's only the bulb, isn't it? It's the bulb type, isn't it? I said 220. Did I say 220? Just the engines also sounded like the Pratt & Whitney whistlers. PW1300s. Slash something something. Apparently we have a jumbo jet inbound, folks. Oh, we have a tug attached to the front of that Boeing 777-200 with Emirates cargo. So that's pushback imminent. Oh, it's the old Wookiee howl. One day I will get the official word on that howling note. I think it's something to do with the sump, with a dry, not sump, sorry, but with a dry shaft. That somewhere there's a shaft that is, because it kind of sounds like that, doesn't it? It sounds like a sort of like metal to metal, almost like it's smooth, but it's vibrating, almost like a failed bearing, so to speak. But obviously it's not, because it's very safe to run. But it's built into the engine. I don't think it's something that they have tried to eliminate or anything like that. They had a few problems with the Pratt & Whitney engines initially, but I don't think it was down to that note was related to it. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, I don't know. But maybe they fixed the issue, but the sound remains. Something like that, I don't know. It's kind of signature though, isn't it? It's its signature, the old, the HAL, the Wookiee, as we call it. Blue. Watched a load of lufty Queens in Frankfurt earlier. Really miss BA and Virgin Queens here. Ooh. Virgin Queens were obviously operational here. Sorry, the Virgin Queens were obviously operational here, but earlier on, wasn't it, when they had the 200s? I think they moved the 747 fleet down to Gatwick and Manchester. And brought in the A346 to replace them at Heathrow before they brought on the 330s, then the 787s, of course, and now the 350s. But yeah, of course we missed them. Those chaps that I met earlier, all British Airways pilots, all X747, is it? I think X747, all of them. Obviously miss the jumbo jet. One of them talked very much in detail about the landing of the jumbo jet in crosswinds, and the fact that it's you can't fix the in the flare, you can't swing the aircraft because it just literally blows the thing off course, more or less. But you have to actually do it when it touches down. Whereas with the Dreamliner, he said it is just like it's just another world where it's just almost like I said, point and shoot, you know, very easy to maintain. Although I did remind him of the one that we put out about 3 years ago, which went kind of viral, that Dreamliner that had a very, very interesting landing. Well, actually, it wasn't the landing; it was the go around, wasn't it? It was a touch and go. I think it was an unintentional touch, to be honest with you. I think he sort of like wanted to pull out of it, but it was just the main gear just struck the ground incredibly hard. Very surprised that the number 2 engine didn't actually touch the ground. A great save by the pilot, pulled it out. I mean, all right, mate. Go on, son. Sri Lankan 330. Always makes me think of we need to underland that livery, even though it's the 340-300. Wow, listen to that one going out, man. Oh, is that a 3.8? That's not a 3.8, is it? No single flick, it's a Boeing. Which is very loud. Double flash, of course, is the nice. It's an Iberian 330. No, Sri Lankan 330. Double flash of the Airbus wing lights. I know you just told me, I know, but I only saw the red. Come on now. Sri Lankan A330 features on the title reel for Big Jet TV in the wet 27 right arrival, opening up those Trent 7 reversers in the wet. Just a phenomenal sight and sound. Annette Jenks. Annette is a new member. Welcome, Annette. First class member. Going to be joining us in Anchorage next week with our superclass members. First class, superclass on Thursday only, and then on Wednesday we do have member only chat. Free view from the roof of the terminal building. If you can join us, it would be great. We're looking to probably go live every day at sort of like around about 9-10 a.m. local there, which will put us 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the evening, about 5 o'clock, depending upon if whereabouts you are. But in the UK, that will be, yeah, about 5 o'clock. Okay, well, we'll... How far out's this jumbo then, Jilly? Let's pray that she goes in. Oh, is she? Oh, mate. Mark Patrick, new member. Welcome, Mark. Oh. Oh, is he? He's definitely lining up for the right, is he? Oh, okay. Oh. I've got to also say, folks, I know I've met quite a few father and son, or mother and son, or parents and son and daughter families during my travels, and a lot of the time, you know, I always ask them if the kids are looking to get into wow, it's going straight there, is it? No, are looking to get into the aviation sector, and a lot of them say yes, they would like to, and I basically say get in at the bottom and learn the business. The best thing you can do, even if you want to become a pilot. And this guy that I met today, he worked in the maintenance at AirX, working on the Embraer there, and another aircraft as well. Of course, he's a technician, but not only. He's a young lad, man. I mean, but at the age of 13, he got a job sweeping the hangar floor. How about that? You know. And then he moved up from there, and eventually he saved all his money, paper. He did a paper run and all that kind of stuff, and studied hard, knuckled down, got his exams, and saved up to become to take a PPL. And he is now a qualified pilot. And good for him, man. Good for him. Hard work and effort pays off in the end. If you really want to get somewhere, you know, you can't just pitch up there and expect it to all happen. You've got to put in the effort. I can see his flashes, man. Oh, we were going to finish on that, weren't we? No, Shari, I haven't been to Anchorage before. This is going to be our first time out there. What's that, GP? Private pilot's license, PPL. Yeah. Yorkshire Wolf. I tell you, folks, we are going to be shortly putting a link up on our website, bigjet.tv, which is a go-to page for youngsters or anyone really wanting to become a pilot, and it basically gives you the full rundown, and also about schools that you can do. Sponsorship is a thing of the past now, really, but you know, and it does of course cost a lot of money to get to a certain level, but I think a PPL, just learning to fly, getting lessons, that kind of stuff, you know, you can do it in your own time, and get to a certain stage, and that one day maybe when you go solo, and then you got a PPL, which is a private pilot's license, not a commercial pilot's license. So you're able to fly little aeroplanes, Cessnas, 172s, and stuff like that, flying around the skies with your Cessna, hopping across to France, or Holland, or down to Germany, or wherever it might be, up to Scotland, over to Ireland, down to Wales or Cornwall. There we go, Hans T. My son is an ATPL student. Test pilot's license, is it? Advanced test pilot's license, is it? Is that what ATPL is usually? Completely advanced. Oh, airline transport police license. Blimey, fair play. Interesting to see one of those. Oh, right, okay. So the next level. Oh, okay. Dave Andrew is a new member. Welcome. Terry G, no direct flights to Anchorage. No, I know, indeed there are not. And which means I have to spend somewhere in the region of 20 or so hours, 23 hours in the, well, not in the air, but with transfers and all that kind of thing. Journey time is from gate to gate is 23 hours. So think of me while you're sleeping in your beds, watching Family Guy. Michael Hall is a new member. Welcome, Michael. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is a Boeing 747, isn't it? Is it? Visualizer, if you will. Singapore Airlines 747 400 freighter. Lowe's nose loader as well. Lowe's noder. Might hear her. Behind me. Must be very, very light. Well, welcome, Michael. Michael Hall, a new member. Alan Scott, the return Air X flight to Paris has been cancelled. Cancelled in what way? In terms of like that it's coming back to Stansted, or it is still at its original sort of engine noises over there. We're doing that. Gary Goodchild. Thank you, Jeff and Ginny. Who's Jeff and Ginny? Thank you, Graham. Folks, we'll take it to the 380 and then we'll fold things up or wrap things up. Fold things up. Yeah, I'll give us a hand with this, would you? Right, you right, that's it, flap it about. Yeah, okay, right, thank you. Right, to me, come on over to me. Right, okay, now give it to me. Now I'll fold it. Right, give it to you. There's a little plane starting up. That's what that was. Interesting, a BA jet going out T3. Oh! Really? So is this possibly a Barcelona flight then? I was going to Vienna. He walks in the cold air. Freezing breath on the window pane, lying. Do 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 down. And it's got only you and I is fit to me. Da 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 da. To hear of Vienna. I hope we do see wildlife there. All I want to make sure is that I don't sort of like feel a big paw on my shoulder and I look round and there's a big bear in it. Hello. It's like, Chilly, there's a big bear behind me. He's got his paw on my shoulder. Got his paw on my shoulder. NM Taco, well, first class. Oh, a very good musician. Very good musician indeed. Had a very, very interesting moustache, didn't you, Joe? looked like the geezer from Dad's Army, you know. Not Fraser. Was it Fraser? What was the geezer's name? Right, son. Yeah, right, Captain Mainwaring. Right, Captain Mainwaring. Yeah. You want some stockings, Captain Mainwaring? Yeah, I can get your missus a couple of stockings. Well, we want some sausages from the butcher, sir. What's his name? Not Pike. Fraser. No, it wasn't Windsor Davis. No, that's lovely boy. No. Oh yeah, no, he did have a very interesting moustache. No, but Midge had a very sort of like 1920s tash, a bit like. No, it wasn't a curly tash. It wasn't curly at all. It was straight. Just like what's his name in Dad's Army. I might have to say 1,000 million times. Hello, Mr. Mainwaring. Would you like some nice stockings for the missus? Could be a Polo 747. Oh, very fun. Private Walker, Debbie Speller. Walker! Now look here, Walker. Hello, mate. Okay, mate. Thank you. Here, Pike, come over here. Oh, I don't know if I should. We walked in the corner. The image is God, only you and I. It means nothing to me. Interesting factoid I heard yesterday was that apparently the Chuck Ice. Hello there, the Chuck Ice. Chuck Ice was originally conceived by none other than Roger Moore, who happened to know one of his friends who owned an ice cream company, and he was talking to him one day, and he said, "You know what? It'd be much better if you put a stick in one of these Chuck Ices." And the old Magnum was born, wasn't it, eh? Apparently. Bloke down at pub told me that. Jill Blakely looking forward to seeing the wildlife in Anchorage. Yeah, so am I. Eva Air, 6 minutes out. Chris Mason, thank you, Chris. We're going for the 380, aren't we? And then we're there she goes now. Big old lump. Up you go, girl. It's quite heavy. There she goes. Rolls-Royce Trent 900s singing away. Oh. Nice lights. Right, you horrible lot. Should really do my I could do my. Let's just see if this works. Hold on a minute. Let's see how good this mic is. Because then they can see me, can't they? I just want to see if they. Is it working? Okay.
about that, folks? Wow, look at that. Here we are in the Blue Sky Suite, folks. Don't forget, you as a Big Jet TV member, it seems very odd doing this, I've got to be honest with you. Okay, so sort of like that distance. Oh, phone's cut out, isn't it? Oh, that's hilarious. Anyway, yeah, this is the Blue Sky Suite, folks. You can, as a Big Jet TV member, they do a fantastic room rate here with the room that's below me here. There's about 5 of them, I think, and they are. Let me just. Boom boom. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, are we on? Is everything all right, Jilly? They can hear me? So down below me here, Jilly, when she came down here the other week, hello here, she stayed in one of these rooms. I think there's about 5 of them on this frontage here. Massive, great big 5-metre long windows, and you can see the airport, the whole airfield as well. There's no restrictions like you get with some other places. Not any big sort of like concrete pillars. So you're nice and close to the action here, a little bit lower down. But other than that, it's absolutely fantastic. So, and you get a special room rate that it wouldn't normally, it's cheaper than it normally would be, especially for those big rooms there. But that's it. Listen, Anchorage next week, folks, if you've been under a rock for the last couple of hours, we've been talking about Anchorage. So we're going to be there. I'm the recce day. The recce day is Tuesday. Now, I'm pretty confident that on Tuesday we will be going live from a couple of locations, only for a short time, just to do some tests. Because obviously I've got people to meet there as well, and I'm working with the guys at Ice Airport, Alaska. Seems very peculiar that I'm sort of like the camera's like about 50 feet away. I can just about see it. Am I in the middle of the shot, or am I to the right or to the left? Or okay. So anyway, listen, a big thank you to JMO and all the staff here at the Hyatt. Thanks, guys. We really appreciate your letting us film here. And of course, in return, what we're doing is giving you something back by showing off your wonderful hotel to our fantastic audience. So, folks, if you're ever coming to London Heathrow, give these guys a try because it's a very decent rate along there, and you get to come up here and sit here in the peace and quiet. You can bring your radio up here or anything, sip your tea like this, you know, a cup of coffee or tea, and watch it all. And we are planning also putting up a speaker system in here so we can hear. Oh, you must stop speaking like that all the time. Anyway, so yes, we will be putting up some kind of a speaker system in here just to work out. I asked someone about that some time ago, didn't I? We never really got to anything, did we? Looking to get a microphone, an external microphone, pipe the audio through into speakers inside this room here so that you can get the atmospherics as well. Anyway, I think that's about it, folks. I'll come back out there. I got no idea what that looked like. I don't know. Is it? Okay. Yeah, that's pretty peculiar, isn't it? Oh, I've left a phone in there. Hold on a minute. Oh, now you're going all bubbly. Hold on. Oh, say it there. Right, folks. Stand by. go. You can't see me anyway, can you? Right, folks. Look, we'll see you next week in Anchorage. Tuesday. Look out for us on Tuesday. Where's the torch? Where's the torch? The torch. How do you get the torch on the old one? No, you can't do that on the old one. Oh, I got it. Flipping heck! God, blimey. So yes, we'll see you in Anchorage next week, folks. Look out for us on Tuesday, and we will be live on Wednesday and Thursday during normal hours. Well, for some anyway. But anyway, look after yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Be good to the animals. Thank you for today. Thank you for coming and joining us today and being so patient as well. Thank you to AirX. Thank you to all the hard-working folk there as well. To Jack and to all the team there. Definitely all the volunteers and the pilots, the crew, and Amy and John. All of you guys, thank you so much. It was a great day. So we really appreciate it. Going to do some more stuff with AirX on the engineering side, interestingly, folks. So if you're into that sort of thing, we even talked about doing an air test with them, but we need to check their Wi-Fi signal on their aircraft. But seeing as you pay a silly amount of money to fly on them, I'd imagine that they haven't got some dodgy Wi-Fi network on there. It's probably very efficient indeed, wouldn't you say? But anyway, look after yourselves, folks. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to all our fabulous new members. And look forward to seeing you in Anchorage next week. Take care now. See ya. Bye. Wow. Okay. Oh, what's this coming in? Just this last one, Julie. We'll just close off on this one. Looks like a triple. I haven't got my glasses, so I can't see a flipping thing. Oh, it's... yeah, I can do 5 minutes. Oh, this is Eva Air triple, isn't it? Okay. Well, yeah, we've got to do the Emirates 380. Yeah! Yeah, go an extra 5 minutes, folks. Got an Emirates A380 inbound. Couple of tiddlers. Dreamliner 777, I think. And then the 380. So hopefully this 380 will chuck out a little bit more reverser than his brother or sister. Something firing up. Yeah, I see, yeah, so it does actually move, yeah. There it is actually moving, folks. Yeah. Koreans, yeah. Oh, that's I bet you that's the Emirates triple firing up. There it is, yeah, there she is firing up right now. I think that's what I heard just now.
Stephen 1986, before the Emirates is the Qatar 773 with the one world record. Go on the Irish! Yeah, interesting. We are hoping, folks, no promises just yet. Oh, wait a minute. Number 2 start. No show tomorrow, folks. No show tomorrow. Iberia 3:30. Yes. Oh. Haha! Great. What's his name? Andy Blackmore, sorry. Blackwell, Andy Blackwell. Big shout out to you, Andy. Thank you. What's that?
I thought it was on there, but it's just Karina Roebuck, Kojo Harrison. Martin Nash is a new member. Welcome back, Martin. Sailor Mike, 380 turning base, number 4, 2 BAs, then Qatar triple, then the 380. So yes, folks, we are hoping, I have spoken, we are hoping to be doing something with the Qatar Special Livery 25th anniversary jet for their 25-year celebrations this month, folks. So look out for announcements on that as they come through. John G. Air Lingus A320 Emirates 777 beer. Yeah, Chris Coleman finally going to get some work done tomorrow. It's funny. Looks like a nice big BA 773. A big reverser on one early. Oh. Nice and smooth. We all want Spitfires. Wouldn't mind a Spitfire. Yeah. Mosquito, Lancaster bomber. Vulcan, yes. Ooh. Yeah. He's going to taxi down Sierra. Drove down that side the other day on the way back from the show down Sierra's beautiful cargo jet 767 taxiing right past me down Sierra. It's a great looking thing to see. If you ever go down to the Esso garage, be aware of a big surprise. No, if you ever go down to the Esso garage down the other side of the airfield, almost sort of like opposite over there basically, go and head there. You can park down there, but only temporarily, because you'll get moved on, or I think they hand out parking fines for people who overstay their welcome. Just be very careful. That's all. Another trip.
Qatar, all white, one world livery. I like it. Very simple. I like the way they've all white fuselage with just the Qatar tail livery. There's your Biman jet going out. Somebody earlier on wanted to see the Biman jet. Japan Airlines over the other side, which is quite interesting. She's gonna. Oh no, she's not heading down Sierra. She's just. No, hold on a minute. No, the Biman's coming out T3 in it, which is where. Terry G, can we go to the South Pole and see the big Jet TV sticker? I hope he took it off. I'm sure he did. He did take it off. Yeah, he did take it off. Because obviously, it was only on there temporarily while he took a picture of it and then he whipped it off. Emirates 380 taxiing out for departure, I think, and an Emirates 380 inbound. Noisy. Sorry I missed you there, sir. Gave me a little bit of beans just to get him going, didn't he? Oh, Carl's there, is he? Carl the astronomer's there. Penguin ran off with it. Wow, that must have been cold there, man. Whoa! We're talking minus 15, 20 or something stupid like that down South Pole, isn't it? Oof. Sort of like, don't touch metal kind of cold. Whatever you do. Mind you, on the old B-17s. Used to get minus 50s, that sort of touch, didn't it? Minus 60s. Testament to the folks who built those, the outfits. Fleece lined gloves. Nothing better than that, is it? Fleece lined gloves. Got a new jacket that I'm trialing as well, out in Anchorage. Fluff lined. Wow, I wasn't anywhere on near. I was right on it. I said minus 50, 60 though, didn't I? Didn't I say minus 50, 60? That sounds a lot, but by flipping God bless you, it is flipping cold, man. That's as cold as it gets at sort of like 38,000 feet, minus 60, minus 80 even at some altitudes. But that is insane, man. I mean, that is proper, everything freezes. The spitula out of your nostrils, everything. Sorry, spitula obviously not out of your nostrils, but when it goes all over your beard and all that. I guess you've got a beer. Is this a 380 now? Here she comes. Right, nice and loud, please, girls and boys. Scream if you want to go faster. Outside, outside. Come on, mate. bit like it's home. Get on it. Oh. Oh dear. Just going to roll it all the way down there, isn't he? Nice and easy on the brakes, nice and easy on the engines. It's got 2 miles of runway you can run it out on. It's going to go for that very last exit, I think. That's nice. Bravo. No, that's the. Sorry, that's the Emirates Sky Cargo 200 going out. That's what's making all that noise. G90-115Bs. Yeah, the taxi shot was better than anything else, to be honest with you. You know. Right, folks, that's your lot. Thank you so much once again for turning up, and thank you for your. If you were with us earlier today, thank you for your company. Look after yourselves. Just see me. Look like one of them sand people, don't I? Luke, run, Luke, run! Folks, we'll see you later. Cheers, bye.
Look, actually,